Denerim is the heart and soul of Ferelden. It was the city of King Calenhad, the birthplace of Andraste. As stubborn as a Mabari, and as good to have on your side. If we defeat Loghain here, the rest of the nation will follow us. By calling the Landsmeet, I've struck the first blow. The advantage, for the moment, is ours. He will have little choice but to show himself, to oppose us directly. He will strike back at us. The only question that remains is how soon. Loghain, this is an honor that the Regent would find time to greet me personally.
How could I not welcome a man so important as to call every lord in Ferelden away from his estates, while a blight claws at our land?
The blight is why I'm here. With Cailan dead, Ferelden must have a king to lead it against the Darkspawn.
Ferelden has a strong leader. Its queen. And I lead her armies.
Oh, it's my turn. Consider Ostagar. Perhaps we need a better general.
Ah, the Grey Warden recruit. I thought we might meet again. You have my sympathies on what happened to your order. It is unfortunate that they chose to turn against Ferelden.
Yeah, I had come to reveal your crimes, Ostagar, mister.
You should curb your tongue. This is my city, and no safe place to speak treason. For anyone. There is talk that your illness left you feeble, Eamon. Some worry that you may no longer be fit to advise Ferelden.
Illness? Why not call your poison by its true name? Not everyone at the Landsmeet will cast aside their loyalties as easily as you and these sycophants.
How long you've been gone from court, Eamon? Don't you recognize Rendon Howe, Arl of Amaranthine, and Terran of Highever?
Hiss.
And current Arl of
Hiss.
Denerim, since Urien's unfortunate fate at Ostagar. The Regent has been generous to those who prove loyal.
He has such a punchable face. Oh, I see. Bootlicking appears to be profitable these days.
Don't interrupt, John. Your betters are talking.
Enough, Carthrian. This is not the time or place. I had hoped to talk you down from this rash course, Eamon. Our people are frightened. Our king is dead. Our land is under siege. We must be united now if we are to endure this crisis. Your own sister, Queen Rowan, fought tirelessly to see Ferelden restored. Would you see her work destroyed? You divide our nation and weaken our efforts against the Blight, with your selfish ambitions to the throne.
What efforts can there be when you outlaw the Grey Wardens?
Cailan depended on the Grey Warden's prowess against the Darkspawn, and look how well that ended. Let us speak of reality rather than tall tales. Stories will not save us.
I cannot forgive what you've done, Loghain. Perhaps the Maker can, but not I. Our people deserve a king of the Theron bloodline. Alistair will be the one to lead us to victory in this fight.
How?
Oh, is that all I have to do? No pressure.
The Emperor of Orlais also thought I could not bring him down. Expect no more mercy than I showed him. There is nothing I would not do for my homeland.
Well, that was bracing. I didn't expect Loghain to show himself quite so soon.
What do we do now?
Calling the Landsmeet is only the start. Now we must ensure that every noble there sees Loghain's duplicity. We have no small task ahead of us. We need eyes and ears in the city. Loghain has been here for months. The roots of all his schemes must begin here. The sooner we find them, the better we can turn them to our advantage. Go have a look around, and see what you can turn up. Better yet, find the nobles who have arrived for the Landsmeet. Test the waters. See how many will support us. When you're ready to talk strategy, come upstairs to my sitting room. We can lay out our plans for the Landsmeet then.
Low game, more like no game? Oh my god. Matt. Alright, we started. There you go, the lance meet. Now, this is the second to last. After we complete this one, we start pretty much the final battle of the game. Pretty sure everybody's here and all of our companions are here.
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas.
Okay.
You go.
Wow.
Ah, Warden. I trust you've made yourself comfortable.
Actually, I was hoping for silk cheese and candied grapes, you know, just a
Why
joke.
don't we ensure Loghain won't have us all executed first, and worry about how to celebrate later?
I was just being
This is
sarcastic.
Elena. She's...
I am Queen Honora's handmaiden. She sent me here to ask for your help.
Or perhaps the young lady prefers to speak for herself.
Why would Honora ask for us for help?
The Queen, she is in a difficult position. She loved her husband, no? And trusted her father to protect him. When he returns with no king and only dark rumors, what is she to think? She worries, no? But when she tries to speak with him, he does not answer. He tells her not to trouble herself.
I'm not seeing where our help comes in.
So she goes to how? A visit from the Queen to the new Isle of Denrum is only a matter of courtesy. And she demands answers.
What did he say?
Things no decent person would repeat. He calls her every sort of name, traitor being the kindest, and locks her in a guest room.
Loghain would allow that?
King Kellen was like a son to him, and Loghain left him to die. Does he love Honora more? Who can say? I think her life is in danger. I heard how say she would be a greater ally dead than alive, especially if her death could be blamed on Arl Eamon.
I mean, why would Loghain kill his own daughter just to frame Eamon?
We may have no choice but to trust Honora. The Queen is well loved. If Loghain succeeded in pinning her death on me, I'm not sure that's a risk we can afford to take.
Yeah, how? Derogatory. So, what do you propose we do?
I have some uniforms. I'll hire so many new guards every day. A few more will not cause much stir. I will show you to the servants' entrance. We must slip in and out with my queen before anyone is the wiser. I will go ahead to House Estate. Meet me there as soon as you can.
Rescue the Queen. New quest.
I'm glad you decided to help. With Honora's knowledge, we have a far better chance against Loghain.
Do you truly think our Loghain daughters will turn on him?
From Elena's story, he turned against her first. If he truly intends to sacrifice her,
Just betraying
I think
each
it will be
other?
strong motivation to break the parental bonds. In any event, I would far rather have the opportunity to ask such things of her than simply hear about her murder. If Honora speaks out against Loghain, hers would indeed be one of the most powerful voices at the Landsmeet.
Yeah, I mean, if you start playing as a human noble, you immediately, like from the very start of the game, you immediately start hating that guy and just hope that, oh, you better hope I don't meet you again. But if I break in, can they frame me for her murder?
No more easily than without you there. There will be none to see it, save those who are already loyal to Loghain. And given your reputation, Warden, I think Loghain knows it's safer to carry out his plots far from where you can disrupt them.
What do you know about Queen Honora?
She and Kaelin were promised as children and practically raised together. She was a smart child, knew how to listen, and how to blink those big blue eyes and get anything she wanted. Her mother's looks, her father's brains, and the best tutoring Merrick's money could buy. It's a potent combination.
By the way, I should get going. There's a continuity error
As you like. My palace is your palace.
with especially Arl Eamon, because he looks very old. It makes you think that he's older than Loghain. But if I'm not mistaken, during the Stolen Throne, he's supposed to be actually younger than Loghain. Because he's even Logain mentioned, because he mentioned like earlier about Queen Rowan. He's supposed to be the younger sister of Queen Rowan, but for some reason they made him out to be very
Very
I don't know, older looking. I guess the poison did work, because it's crazy to me that for some reason he's older than Logain in all of this.
I told you what marvelous eyes you possess, my dear.
Who are you talking to?
Again with the flattery. Do you not tire from these pointless exercises?
In Antiva, women are accustomed to being showered with the praise they deserve. Men should worship you at your feet as you pass.
They don't find that incredibly annoying?
They are goddesses receiving their subjects, just as you should be. Whatever would be annoying about that?
I have no wish to be placed upon a pedestal.
But you deserve no less. You should be admired by painters, copied by sculptors, exalted by poets. Surely, you know that yours is a beauty so exotic, it would turn the eye of the maker himself.
Well, I suppose
You are a master indeed, Zevran. You win the bet fair and square.
Much obliged, madam.
I hate you all.
They placed a bet to see if she would and she would actually turn about the compliments. Oh my god.
Of course.
You're being
These
very
people.
foolish. Why would Logain leave half our own army to die when a blight threatens? I take him at his word. The battle could not be won.
Even you must admit there's a suspicious rash of mortality among the advisors to the crown. Bryce, Urien, Eamon.
Eamon's not dead, more's the pity.
The only thing that truly worries me is Eamon's notion of putting this bastard on Marek's throne. It's an ill precedent.
True, I would rather see Honora keep the throne myself. Better it passes to the McTeer line than to some by-blow.
But yeah, we need to win the approval of all the nobles so that, you know, they side for us when the time comes. Let's talk to him first.
Wonderful. Another one.
I heard West Hill.
I suppose you're here to ask for a donation too. Boy, take your petition to the Darkspawn if it's so important to you. They hold my Arling now. I hear they're charitable folk.
If I remember correctly, this guy will support you regardless, because his Arling failed to Darkspawn. So at that point, he's just like, you know, he has nothing. So he'd rather just have the support on the Grey Wardens, because I think that those are the only ones, you know, that are doing something, rather than Logain, who just let his Arling fall. I didn't know the West Hills had fallen, I'm sorry.
Well, I can see how you might miss it. All of southern Ferelden covered by black clouds, the ground rotting beneath your feet, plagues and darkspawn raids going on until even the crows get sick of the smell of carrion. What's a little trifle like that when compared to the important troubles here in Denerim? There's no point talking about it. Leave me. I've nothing for you anyway.
At least I think he always just sides with us.
You've seen the blight yourself.
Hardly. You know very well I've been in Denerim these past 2 years. Rosalind's health requires us to be in town, you understand.
Yes, I had heard that.
What do you suppose Eamon is playing at? Surely he doesn't expect us to believe
We're just
that Nora
eavesdropping.
fit to rule with her father to advise her.
I wonder that myself. His timing is unfortunate. South Reach is overrun.
I recognize that voice
Time
actor.
to devote to politics at present.
Overrun? Has the blight truly spread so far?
Most of my freeholders have fled to Redcliffe and Lothering, but I doubt they'll be safe there for long.
Maker's breath. Bryland, I had no idea.
Be careful how loudly you speak of it. Wolf lost both his boys to Darkspawn, trying to evacuate West Hills.
Lady Andraste, pray for us.
Yeah, I believe that's the reason why that guy just wants to side for Grey Wardens, if I'm not mistaken. Because he lost his family. Okay, that is not unlocked yet. We have to go to... Before we go do the things with Honora, Yeah, there's a lot of NPCs that use the M-Hawk's voice, and I always just go, I know you. I know who you are. It's so interesting, honestly, that they eventually decided to repick him for like M-Hawk, and honestly, very iconic because his delivery and lines for M-Hawk are very iconic, honestly. We have to wait a little bit. Yep, here we go. An ambush.
Trap
And
right
so
ahead.
here is the mighty Grey Warden at long last. The crows send their greetings once again.
So they sent you, Taliesin. Or did you volunteer for the job?
I volunteered, of course. When I heard that the great Zevran had gone rogue, I simply had to see it for myself.
Is that so? Well, here I am, in the flesh.
You can return with me, Zevran. I know why you did this, and I don't blame you.
The
It's not
drama.
too late. Come back and we'll make up a story. Anyone can make a mistake.
That is Severin's quote-unquote friend from the crows. He's the reason why he ended up kind of just deciding to go on that death mission over to try to kill the wardens. Or so what Severin was telling us earlier. Of course, I'd need to be dead first.
And I'm not about to let that happen.
What? You've gone soft.
I'm sorry, my old friend. but
Okay,
the
no,
answer
I
is
like this
no.
one better.
I'm not coming back. And you should have stayed in Antiva.
I liked him being more protective about it. Alright, I'm not gonna deal with this over here.
Right ahead. Trap right ahead.
Run back, everybody. Run back, run back, run back, run back. Do this really quickly, because I want to turn into bear form really quickly. Oh my god. Oh, here you are. Good. I'm sorry, Liliana. And goodbye, Taliesin. I know. Liliana just every time just...
Wipe them out! You're no match for me! You wanna die, don't you?
Oh, really? Oh, really? The dog is just soloing that one. Watch out.
And there it is. Taliesin is dead. And I am free of the crows. They will assume that I am dead along with Taliesin. So long as I do not make my presence known to them, they will not seek me out.
So, what does this mean?
I do not know. It seems I have options now, whereas once I had none. I suppose it would be possible for me to leave now if I wished. I could go far away, somewhere where the crows would never find me. I think, however, that I could also stay here. I made an oath to help you, after all, and saving the world seems a worthy task to see through to the end, yes?
Wait. See, I have also the common mistake of reading lines. Like, I read them lines as like a one way. I'm like, trying to be like friendly, and then the game's just like, oh no, you're being mean by doing this. I'm like, oh, I see how that can be read wrong. But I want to pick this one. You better not leave. I will be sorely put out.
Well, we can't have that, can we?
Okay.
Let's stay lest the consequences become unseemly. Let us return to the task at hand, then. There is still much to be done, yes?
I feel like Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition have that issue way more often, where you pick an option thinking that it's gonna be like something more friendly, and then like your Hog or your Inquisitor just says something very, very mean. I'm just like, oh wait, no, I didn't mean to say that. Oops. Oops, 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 oops. Oh yeah, I love that Liliana's a bard, but you know, instead of just being normal bard, she just goes. Honestly, sarcastic Hog, as mean as he can be sometimes, he's also hilarious. I love sarcastic Hog.
Perhaps I could have a try at that. It will be done.
There's the line of the... He says something very insensitive about a certain case. Like something along the lines of, we'll see a woman with, like, you know, flopping. We see like a woman without any bones. We see a woman just walking around, flopping around. Yeah, Zevran just offers to unlock the chest. He's just trying to be flirty about it. And I'm just looking at him like, I know you can't do that.
The servant's entrance is on the other side of the house. We must slip past this crowd to reach it. We will have to be very careful. Our How is inside.
That is Liliana's expertise. What's the crowd gathered for?
The estate is in poor repair. The new owl, he has not been very prompt in paying his workmen.
Ow.
I'll be right behind you. This way.
Nor will the stonemasons. It's been a month since we've seen something.
Yeah, we'll save. What penalty do you have? Cunning.
Someone's creeping around down there. Go check it out. We will need to fight shortly.
How many of y'all in here? 4. Oh no, hide! I know. Yes, we're gonna get them before they can get us. Nice.
You dare!
See, we don't mind. Stop running. Stop running away from us, mister. I need to buff myself, actually. There you go. I need to get my buffs. Wait, somebody's coming? I don't see anybody. We are being a little bit loud already by fighting the guards. But to be fair, I don't feel as bad because according to what everybody has been saying, houses, the guards that, or the people that How hires are the worst type of people.
Very well.
I mean, the fact that his guards and the fact that his guards went over and seized the Kuzlin state tells you as much, like the type of people that he hires.
I can distract the guards, but you must move quickly.
Wait, we need to put our disguises.
Hurry! My lady does not have much time. Are you all prepared? I will go distract the guards.
We'll get out of the uniforms, they won't get us inside.
These two know who is allowed to come and go. They will not be fooled. But the uniform should work on most of those inside.
Okay, let's go.
I will lure them into the courtyard. Wait in the bushes.
Does the dog cause any problems? I forget if the dog causes a problem.
I saw something by the fountain. I think it was a darkspawn.
Darkspawn?
They will drag us all underground to be eaten.
Should we call for help?
Did you fall off a cart full of stupid? Call for help? So they can see us act like scared little girls because of some knife-eared wench?
The dog is good to go? Okay, good.
Get help!
I'll bring him along.
If there is something out there and we don't sound the alarm, we'll look worse than scared.
And drast these holy knickers. Fine, we'll check the courtyard, if it'll keep you from wetting yourself. But there's nothing there.
Thank you. Oh, it was over here. Quickly!
Zevran looks so silly on the guard uniform. I just saw him staring at me. Oh.
Ah, it took me forever to be rid of those two. You must be careful now. The servants, they will not look closely at anyone in uniform. All guards are alike to a cook, no? But you should not draw attention to yourself. Most of the guards are new. They will not know you for a stranger at a glance. It is best you keep your distance from all of them and try to blend in.
Where's Sonora?
She's in a guest room off the main hall. Andraste, guide us.
Alright. She said we should be fine, so we can just pass by all of them.
Disgrace. How did the old Arl servants ever cook anything? No one ever said the kennel.
I say how ought to level the thing.
No, that's not an exit.
He'd have to knock down every place he owns then.
Sod on one side.
3 nights in a row. For all we know, it's not
I fold.
Don't mind us. We're just walking around. Regards, just like y'all, just with a dog. Also, Morrigan in the armor looks silly.
The warden is here, my lady.
Thank the Maker. I would greet you properly, but I'm afraid we've had a setback.
What sort of setback?
My host was not content with leaving me under heavy guard. He sealed the door by magic.
Great, now what?
We must get her out of there.
Don't panic, Erlina. Find the mage who cast the spell. He'll most likely be at Hal's side.
I thought he'll just open the door for me.
Well, if he didn't know you were here, he soon will.
Fine, I'll be back soon.
Thank you, Warden. My prayers go with you.
Tern Howe will probably be in his rooms. They're at the end of the hall, on the left.
And good thing we brought Morrigan along.
The last door on your left.
Because we're gonna be dealing with a few mages down there, so... We have her as our mage killer.
As you say.
The housekeeper will hear us.
Everyone's at dinner, don't worry.
In that case, come here.
We are gonna close that door. And we're gonna pretend we didn't see anything.
Perhaps I could have a try at that.
I never actually tried to go inside there and see what happens. Oh my god, there's a bunch of gold in here. Oh, right. Okay, we need to have like 154 or something of gold. Book. Antiba. This is where the cutscene... If I'm not mistaken, this is where the cutscene happened, right? Or like they hired... where they hired Zevran. Grey Warden documents. Papers bearing a Grey Warden seal. The text is gibberish, probably encrypted.
What? Who goes there?
My lord, my god. Oh, that takes care of the guards.
I thank you for creating such distraction, stranger. I have been waiting days for the opportunity. You never hear music in the sound of a key turning in a lock until you've been imprisoned.
Who are you?
I am Riordan, Senior Grey Warden of Jada. And you must be Duncan's last recruit. Yes, you match his description.
Why weren't you killed at Ostagar?
Because I wasn't there. I was sent from Orlais when we received no word from King Kalen. The king had invited all the wardens of Orlais and their support troops to join him. Then nothing.
How large a force did you bring with you?
We had 200 wardens and 24 divisions of cavalry. The
I
first
agree.
we heard of Loghain's edict was when everyone was turned back at the border. That was when the rumor reached us that wardens were being blamed for the massacre. We finally decided it was safest to send someone alone to learn how best to fight the Blight and this regime simultaneously. As a native Ferelden, I volunteered to make the crossing.
I 100% agree. Riordan was Riordan was very handsome. But the Archon was nearly here. Well, will we have no help?
The other wardens won't risk their strength fighting Ferelden's civil war. If they spend themselves against Loghain, there is truly no hope. They recall accounts of the First Blight, how many cities fell. If Ferelden is too foolish to save itself, at least, we'll be ready when the Archdemon leads its forces further. Besides, I hear you haven't been doing badly at raising an army yourself.
I mean, pretty much we have the entire army.
The edict can be lifted. I will send a message as soon as we are gone from this place.
How did he capture you?
With an offer of hospitality and a poisoned chalice. I was fool enough to think Loghain didn't yet know who I was.
Where's Sal?
I saw him going to the dungeons. He may still be there.
Are these your papers?
Yes, these are my records. The names of the dead I could recognize at Ostagar. What I could find of Duncan's own recruitment records. Copies of the joining ritual I rescued from our Denerim vault. Those should never be seen by any outside eyes, but I trust in their encryption.
The joining ritual? Can you induct other Grey Wardens?
Would that I could, for Ferelden sorely needs them.
There's only 3 now.
Joining to work, the recruit needs not only fresh Darkspawn blood, but a drop of blood preserved from an archdemon. Ferelden's supply should have been in the vault, but it was gone. I can only imagine someone took it out and Loghain either confiscated or destroyed it.
Why would you even do that? Then we need to get it back.
As you know, the joining's chance of success is slim anyway. Loghain has done far worse to the Wardens than cut us off from recruiting. And from the rumors flying through Denerim, removing him from the throne is already your plan, no?
So what can we do now?
It seems to me the first order of business is to leave this place. It will do neither of us good to be caught at the site of a massacre. I will seek you out later, after I find a good physician. And good luck, brother.
I mean, that's why I always sometimes think it doesn't make sense to bring also Alistair along. Because we both die, then we both die, you know? No more Grey Warrens. Gotta keep one of us safe. Alright, I think the armor should go away at this point. I'm saving again. I don't care.
Who goes?
I'll quit kidding around, you know me.
You think you're clever, do you? Anybody tries to come in here without Hal's say-so, we get to do what we like with them. I think we finally got a bit of entertainment here, lads.
See, this is what I said, that with the fact of how hires some very questionable people around.
Enemies ahead! Good to go!
Yeah, nice trap. My god, there's a bunch of you. You know what? I'll take the aggro. No, I'll take the aggro. Get back in here. You guys love to scattershot, don't you?
A point. Time to dance.
Nice. All right. There is a lot of guards around here. Oh my god, 131 damage. Let's see what we have here. We gotta grab as much as we can because we do need that mall. And I need to be selling stuff. There's a big section. There's like a bunch of them in here. I'm Mavari.
This I can do.
As you say.
I will not falter!
Yes.
Oh my god, why are y'all coming from there? Ow! I didn't expect all of them to come from there, oh my god. See, I was fine with that room, I didn't want the rest of them to come over there. Okay, I have an idea then. We're gonna ignore that room. I don't think they trigger. We're gonna go with the room that got triggered. Hey, Morgan. No, you know what? No, you know what? You know what? Oh, you think you're so clever by resisting Clash, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. God, I love Origins. Oh my god. Just when you think everything is right, somebody didn't notice that there was a trap right there. Like, where did she trigger it from? That's my question. Hello, Dallas. Welcome back. I love you adding that special rack arrive emote. I feel like it fits you so perfectly.
Finish.
Time to dance.
It will be done.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
It is done.
Hey, we got this.
As you say. Perhaps I could have a try at that.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Every time.
Perhaps I could have a try
I
at
could
that.
do that for you.
There she goes. Okay, now we should be fine.
Dangerous one.
Turn and run!
Oh, the paralyze.
Shall we compete for points?
Okay, no, we can't have as many injuries. I just expected them to be hit, you know, to do their part, but I guess I gotta keep everybody in check.
Enemies.
We're gonna bottleneck. I'm fed up.
Now you die. I love this game. Let us end this quickly.
Defend yourself!
Oh, you know what? Fuck you.
You should run while you can.
This I can do.
I never liked this part.
Whenever I cast Crushing Prison on anybody, it's just the biggest middle finger I can give to an NPC in this game.
There is no hope for you now. Not bad at all.
Like, you don't get to move, and then we get to destroy you right on that spot. I make sure to everybody targets that one NPC. You don't get to escape anymore. I mean, you wouldn't anyways, but I make sure that they don't escape at all.
Need to fight shortly.
Torturer. Hi. Oh my god, you guys are doing so much damage.
This will not. This really
Yeah. You want to keep attacking Liliana? Y'all want to keep going? Torture rack. There's somebody right here.
Was this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you?
Unless your father thought Eamon, he didn't send me.
You move in august company, stranger. I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banon. If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray tell me, who should I be thanking for my rescue?
I'm Cristoff of the Grey Wardens.
Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire Dragon's Peak Banon. If my father sent no one after me, I can only assume that he does not yet know the true colors of the snakes he is allied with. But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might ask.
Would your father... What was Arlhow torturing you?
One soldier returning from Ostagar was my wet nurse's son. We have been friends since birth. He told me his unit was ordered to turn their backs on Kalen at Ostagar, before the Darkspawn overwhelmed him. The next day he disappeared. When I went to search for him, I accepted a drink from a stranger and ended up here.
Dalasinosis. Would your father side against Logain at the Landsmeet?
Then there is a Landsmeet after all. Hal said the Jarl of Redcliffe was dead and the Landsmeet called off. I swear if there be any forum to speak out against Logain, my father will be there. Now please, I must try to get to him. I cannot see the last of this place too soon.
Listen, I don't know if it's the body hair, but I also always thought that this noble boy Was also one of the more handsome NPCs out here. It tuned into a closest man on screen, yeah. just a dude on his underwear. Oh boy. Move back, move back, move back.
Wipe them out.
Yes.
Oh, okay. He's just modding for new Calvin Clay Nat. So that's why Hal had it on there. You guys can go after him. I'm gonna deal with these two doofuses. Don't worry, I'll keep missing. Nice. Very good, very nice, y'all. We all did amazing. Who's this?
They said to retreat. The horn sounded and we turned, and then the screams. We rode and they screamed and screamed and...
I think this is one of the guys that was in Ostagar. Were you at Ostagar?
Mother, can you smell the blood? They said it was only Darkspawn. But we ate them too. They died, and we left them in the swamp. The witch. The witch!
Flemeth?
Do you suppose he actually saw my mother there? Or is he just blaming her in his madness?
You're Rexel, aren't you? Your family is looking for you.
No family. No family, all friends, all daughters, all wives are dead.
You need to go home. Leave this accursed place.
Leave. Yes, leave. Find someplace safe.
He's just swinging the hair. He's just swinging in the air now. Thoris.
Very well. What month is it? Are you some enemy of our Urians? Please, I feel like I've spent half my life down here.
This is from the Elven origin, the city elf origin, if right? All Urian died months ago.
Dead. Then who's ruling? His son, Vaughn. He struck me down and I woke up here. People were so angry, they were thinking of petitioning the king.
The king is dead as well. Gain rules in his place.
There have been many changes since they caught me. I need to find out what happened. I need to get home, or flee the city. I thank you for your aid, stranger. I wish I had more than gratitude to offer.
I was gonna say, this is the city elf's, like, relative. There you go, his is the cousin. Yeah, I remember very vaguely. City Elf is one that I played like maybe 2 times in total. I played both as a female and male, like, elf. I just remember things just very vaguely, but I do remember they were like related or like a close family friend. But I do like we were talking about last time, that I like how things start to just like everything from all the origins start to come up together throughout the game at some point.
Of course.
With City Elf, you have to wait until... I mean, the City Elf with a Noble Kuzlin, you have to wait until the end of the game.
Perhaps I could have a try
I
at
could
that.
do that for you.
Everybody just fighting to get the... Oh, we're about to finish up. Okay, let's make a save right here. Because it's boss time.
Well, well, the Grey Warden. I must say I'm surprised Eamon would condone you invading my castle and murdering my men. Is he losing faith in the persuasive powers of his land's meat?
Yeah, the Circle Mage just gets resolved pretty easily. Depending if you go directly to the you know, to the Circle Tower and then to Redcliffe. But depending on your choices, there's still a little bit left with Jawin, actually. I'm here for Anora.
The traitorous bitch has you under her thumb. Anora does love games. I'm surprised she'd play with the likes of you. You should have left when you had the chance, Warden. Slunk off to the Anderfells to hide with the rest of your kind. This Landsmeet is a farce. Loghain will triumph, and you will die.
No, you. Get rid of them, Morgan. Please don't resist. He resisted. You know what? I need Morgan to focus on that guy in particular. Oh, the other mage is alive still. Holy shit. Okay, that is not good. Yeah, bye, buddy. I thought he died already. Where is he? Oh, I have a special attack just for you, How?
Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
No, you didn't. You deserve less, even. Your bootlicking plan didn't go accordingly. Oh my god! I mean, I was like, we got rid of him pretty fast. Not gonna lie.
Of course.
Make it have mercy on your faithful servant. Grant me a place at your side. Grant me the cleansing flames.
It will be done.
Stay. Bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. Alstana, is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real?
Who are you?
I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Tairn's men? I failed in my duties, Maker. Forgive me. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done.
This is also like a tie back into the Circle Mage as well. Who are you talking about?
The Malefica. He had turned blood magic upon Templars and Circle Mages to escape from his tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him, but the Tairn's men took him from me and brought me here.
The Maleficer, was his name Jawin?
Yes. He destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please, if you're not a dream, help me.
What do you want me to do?
Give this ring to my sister, Alstana. Tell her I'm sorry. Please, ask her to pray for me.
Okay, Lost Templar, new quest. Alstana was one of the nobles that was on the tavern.
Who's there? Stay away. You can't do this to me. I'll have you all flayed. I'm the Arl of Denerim.
Oh, this asshole. Right, and I'm the King of Ativa.
I'm Vaughan Kendalls, heir to the Arling of Denerim, it's true. Too many of our troops were lost at Ostagar.
When the riots started, Howe came with men to reinforce the garrison here. Or that's what he claimed. As soon as I let him into the palace, he threw me in here. One more victim of the Elven uprising, he said. Let me out of here. I'll do anything.
What caused the elves to rebel?
You know how elves are. Every now and then they start to think they're people, and you have to put them back in their proper place.
Yeah, I agree. He didn't deserve M-Hawks, boys. You know, we are better off without you. He's just exactly the type of person that, what this face is and how it was, so I don't care. I also like how the game plays this dramatic music when you stab him.
As you
No, we don't care. He deserves the same fate. Especially with that comment, like him saying that right there, I'm just like, you're not making your case any easier, buddy. Yeah, dramatic music with absolutely no proof, loss, or consequence. Yeah, like that guy just needed to be.
Yes.
He was just a loose end to be tied off, because if he got free at some point, he would have gotten free because. Oh shit. And also, if you have played the Elven start of the game, I know this is meta knowledge, but he already told us enough of the type of person he was right there. But if you play the Elven knowledge, I mean the city elf start origin, you know the type of person he is. He's a genuine POS. He's a real piece of work. Alright, where shall we go?
As you say.
My thanks.
Aren't you a little short for our guard?
Funny. Very funny. We must go quickly and avoid notice. If Howe's people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed.
Yep. I agree right there. I agree. Right up there with Daenerys. I'm gonna make a save over here.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
I'm here for to free Anora, who was held captive.
Don't be ridiculous. The Queen isn't being held prisoner here or anywhere else. Her father would never stand for such a thing.
Oh, and you know that for certain?
Unlike you, some of us know what honor and loyalty are. I have no doubts about Loghain. Bring them down! Loghain wants the Warden, dead or alive.
Run back because they all have scattershot, and you know how annoying that is.
More force! Always attracting danger.
As you say.
Did she not follow? I mean, I'll take it because I need preparation. Hey, girly. Yeah, get over here. Get over here. Overwhelming, boy. What can I give you? Oh, Zevran! Damn! He went for the finisher. Yeah, goddamn. Alright, he took care of her. Bye, Catherine. You were really just a very devoted fan of Logain, but that really cost you your life.
On my way.
Any more y'all want to follow? Is the fact they all have scattershot. Oh, one of them is following. Two of them are following. Bear.
I shall.
I still remember my first battle.
No. Actually, maybe I can get Morrigan to do this really quickly. Morrigan. He resisted. Oh no, he didn't. He just... This will kill him though. That should kill him, right? Nope. That killed him though. Hello? This might be a little bit too cheaty to be doing this. Or cheesy. Okay, hopefully they don't die. It's the fact that they all have scatter shot. Hello?
I am wounded.
The fact that they all have scatter shot. If I had any of the AoE attacks, that would be amazing, but unfortunately I don't. Nor does Morrigan. Alright, hold position again. Morrigan, keep healing me. Okay, now you should all be able to go, and then Morrigan, make sure you take care of the...
Hurry. As you wish. I see.
He needs to survive. He will survive. Yeah, Cristoff was a little shy. Hi, Kitty. I was gonna call you by your full name. By your full username. Hi, Kitty. How you doing? It's like whenever you call somebody by their full name, by their full username, it's like calling somebody by their full government name, you know? Sometimes it feels a little bit weird. If they have like a really, you know, a long name with numbers and everything. You're doing good? Nice, nice, nice. Have you been playing much of DVD Overwatch? We're just murdering people as usual, you know? As you do.
this again.
Run while you can!
Why are you fighting so up close? Zevran's like decapitating people. Zevran's just popping off, just, you know, removing heads from people and stuff. Let's say Codex updated. So Catherine, some of us know what honor and loyalty are. Catherine came to look in service the hard way. She belonged to a poor family, was out doing hard work on the farm when she saw a man on a horseback being attacked by several bandits. She rushed to his assistance and found out belatedly that the man she saved was none other than great hero Logain. Though she was hardly more than a child, he took her in, offering her a position with soldiers, and she climbed to the ranks to sheer determination, becoming the commander of Marek's shield. Logain's elite soldiers was the proudest moment of her life. She was slain while trying to arrest Cristoff for the murder of Arlhow. And that's on her. For blindly trusting that man. Alright, let's get out of here. We murdered an entire state.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Sir Catherine's death is a waste, truly. But I suppose it could not be helped.
Well, nice to see you too, Your Highness.
I was uncertain you would respond as you did, considering the consequences. I am glad you did. Thank you. Now, however, we must work together. And quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
And can he still take the throne without you?
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet, but you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
What of Alistair?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Logain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
I mean, she knows what she's doing, that's for sure. What do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
What do you think he's doing in the alienage?
Maker knows what that man is capable of now.
I got work to do.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Hello,
I
Alistair.
haven't been here in a while. Ask away. Of course.
What was it like to be a Grey Warden with the others?
I didn't know them for very long. But I guess it was longer than you. You never met them all, did you?
We just met you.
Actually, they felt like an extended family since we were all cut off from our former lives. We also laughed more than you'd think. There was this one time... Well, you probably don't want to hear stories about men you didn't know.
No, I like to hear them.
There was one Grey Warden who came all the way from the Anderfells. What was his name? Gregor... He was a burly man with the biggest, fuzziest beard you've ever seen. And the man could drink. He drank all the time, but he never got drunk. Finally, we all
I love stories about men. So true. So true.
under the table.
Sounds like you had a lot of fun.
Sometimes. We were kin of a sort. All of us had gone through the joining, so we knew... Well, anyhow. It doesn't have to be deadly serious all the time. Anyhow, we never did find out. He said he'd drink a pint for every half pint that the rest of us drank. He was still going by the time the rest of us were passed out. I'm told that Duncan walked in later on and saw us all passed out from one end of the hall to the other, and Gregor still drinking. Duncan laughed until he nearly... Until...
I'm sorry.
Yes, I suppose so. I thought
Yeah, poor Alistair.
It just struck me that I have nothing to remember Duncan by, nothing at all.
Good thing you mentioned that.
There's no body, not even a token of his that I could take with me. That must sound really stupid to you.
Not at all.
I just would have liked something of his to take with me, that's all. Well, there's no use in moaning about it, is there? He's gone.
You already had this conversation with him. Sad boy. Yeah, poor Alistair. They already max approval at this point. Riordan.
I'm glad you made it safely away. I hear Howe's death has already brought no small amount of cheer to the city.
What are your plans now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
You're going alone? Shouldn't I go with you?
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
We're going there anyways because of the DLC. Can you tell me about that vault again?
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Old Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim.
Do you know Duncan very well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down.
That's not the Duncan I read from the book.
Good luck to you, then. We will have to talk again when the land's meat is more settled.
Duncan in the book is a little bit more... different. I'll say. In the... I'm talking about the calling. Hello, Honora.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Different, yeah, he's a little bit too, it's a little bit carefree on the book. He's, you can clearly tell, like, on when you meet him here in Origins, he's, of course, a lot more older, more experienced, more, you know, more serious in general. But, like, on the book, he's very carefree. At that point, he wasn't even, like, a commander or anything. He was just a Grey Warden like everybody else. Like, there was a point where they went to the the party, or like the, you know, the Merrick and the other Grey Wardens from the book, they all go to the Circle Tower, and Duncan gets bored of the conversation that they're having with the mages, and so he goes and, you know, quote unquote, has fun with a mage that he meets in there. So yeah, he's very much different on the books. Hello, Dallas. Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Salad. What happens to Logain if you're a queen?
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
I mean, justice must be done, don't you think?
I will always be my father's daughter, but even I know he must pay for his crimes. It will not make me glad, even so. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
Make your case. Why should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Erlina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
You think you're a better candidate than Alistair?
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
We all do things we have to, sometimes.
Indeed. I am also doing what I must for the good of my country. Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
Right, so this is where I start to make some interesting choices regarding the Landsmeet. And then on my world state, a kind king who is a farmer sounds good to me.
Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built.
You don't seem to like Alistair much.
My feelings towards Alistair have nothing to do with it. I barely know him. I simply believe that I am what this country needs. I will fight for what I believe. Would Alistair do the same? What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
So, why not simply marry Alistair, the best of both worlds?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kaelin, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, My main fear is that he might govern like Kaelin as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I mean, I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
Why would he agree to those terms?
Do you foresee me agreeing to place an untried, unwilling man on the throne otherwise? One whose largest decisions to date have consisted of which shoe to put on first? If it will settle matters more quickly, I am willing to agree to
He's not that dumb, okay?
only if it will benefit Ferelden.
I will speak to him then.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
Am I going Ali King route? Sorta. Sorta, kinda.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it.
So what would you say about marrying her?
Marry her? As in marriage? As in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? I can't say I like the idea at all. Why should I even consider something like this?
I think this is the best compromise for peace.
Compromise? Yes, I suppose the Landsmeet would like the sound of that. All right, you've convinced me. If it comes to that, I'll agree to marry her. Make her help us all. Go and tell her, if you think it's a good idea. Me? I think I need a drink. Or 10.
Listen, I'm sorry, Alistair. I'm sorry that this is what you've come to, and that's the reason why you don't want to from the start. Have any... He folded so fast. I feel so bad too, because he just... From the very start, he's always been like, I don't want to, you know... For me to... I don't want my blood to lead me to this. But... Listen, Alistair, I'm just doing it.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
Because I want you to... you know, be around. He's agreed to your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... I agreed to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Marry Alistair and you have my support.
Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
You see what I'm doing? That I'm thinking towards the future? Maybe. I do have some plans. I am planning, I'm plotting, you know? I'm scheming. The Angsta was your first warden, romancing Alistair, but encouraging to be a king, and the resulting heartbreak. That's basically anybody that romances him as not a Kuzlan ends up in heartbreak. Like, if you're anything for a Kuzlan, you're just gonna end up with a lot of sadness and just heartbreak. Hey, Zevran.
You know, I could get to like it. I am yours.
You're mine.
Again? I'm game.
Would you look at that? Hi, Dalucho. How are you doing? I also saw Nissa pop up and then just decided to do some violence on chat. Your order was sad but live for the drama.
Yes.
Actually...
Yes.
Yes.
I'll get Liliana for the time being. You did the mistress route in your last run? You were happy with your ultimately for the drama? What's very funny, actually, speaking of the mistress thing, Liliana can also become a mistress. What I believe it can happen, and she is mentioned as being the mistress of the... as being mistress for the King of Ferelden, or the whatever, consort of the King of Ferelden. Is if you... I forget what are the requisites. I think it's if you make Alistair king, and then you marry Alistair as a Kuslan, and then, but you have a relationship with Liliana, and then you ask her to be your mistress. I think that is the only way to be able to have Liliana as a mistress. But when you're in the ball quest of Inquisition, they mention this. They mention that title specifically for Liliana. Your warden just became headcanon as depressed as fuck. I know. What? Yep. That is it's a very like specific setup for Liliana. Okay, the ball should be right here.
It will be done.
It will be done. Be right back. Gotta go to the market.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail.
Yeah, you need the ad.
He tells me that I owe you his life.
I will leave no man to suffer our hands, and also we killed him.
When I saw my poor boy's legs, I only wish House still lived that I might tear him apart myself. I would bring troops against his son. But Oswin tells me Thomas had no part in his father's depravity. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
Support us in the Lensmeet. Yeah, there you go. Speak against the Logains.
Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I'm taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Benorn.
Yes!
I'll speak with her about this at once.
Yeah, there you go, Nissa. Nice, you got it. Hi.
Can I help you?
I was asked to give this to you.
This is Ermenric's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head.
You're pretty much gaining the nobles' approval towards us. You might ask Logain.
Logain? What does my brother have to do with him?
He's in the dungeon of the Earl of Dennerman Estate.
A dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. Take this with my thanks. It has been in my family since the War of Crowns, crafted for us by the Circle of Magi. An heirloom is a small thing compared to my brother's life. No need for such drastic measures. She's only a child.
Alright, yeah. All we're doing is just gaining their approval.
Welcome back.
Dwarven Crafts. I'm so sad this guy doesn't repeat his line anymore after you talked to him once. Oh yeah, we're gonna buy this one finally. Yes! Oh my god, that was a big purchase. Okay. I know that it seems that it doesn't have that much damage as a Starfang, but the armor penetration is what's making it even better. Okay, now we have space and now we can take Alistair over there. Especially since he just said that he wanted something from him.
This shield. It's Duncan's, isn't it? That's his crest.
I thought maybe you might want it.
Thank you. Truly, I had no idea his shield wasn't with him. This is perfect. I don't know how else to express my gratitude. This means a great deal to me. I can't believe you remembered it at all.
Hey, we just had this conversation. Of course I do remember it.
I'll treasure this. Thank you.
He has short-term memory. What is your approval at, actually? Friendly. Zevran is that guy that keeps flirting with him. He's like the flirting, but he doesn't like whole enjoy assassinating people. Yeah. Kind of the same for my warden. He likes, like, he eventually caves in with the flirting. And although I think at the very beginning of the conversations that you have with Zevran, we had like different opinions regarding assassinating people and whatnot, but they kind of come to respect each other regardless of their points of view. And then the flirting just kind of, you know.
Of all the...
Yes.
The flirting just happens, and then more than the flirting happens, and then this happens. Hi, Zevran.
Here. It seems an appropriate moment to give you
Oh.
this.
Oh. Is that an earring?
I acquired it on my very first job for the Crows. A Raveni merchant prince, and he was wearing a single jeweled earring when I killed him. In fact, that's about all he was wearing. I thought it was beautiful and took it to mark the occasion. I've kept it since, and I'd like you to have it.
This is a bit out of the blue, isn't it?
Don't get the wrong idea about it. You killed Taliesin. As far as the Crows will be concerned, I died with him. That means I'm free, at least for now. Feel free to sell it or wear it, whatever you like. It's really the least I could give you in return.
So, not a token of affection then?
Look, just take it. It's meant a lot to me, but so has what you've done. Please, take it.
I'll only take it if it means something.
You are a very frustrating man to deal with. Do you know that? We pick up every other bit of treasure we come across, but not this. You don't want earring, you don't get earring. Very simple.
Listen, it's fine. I know he's disapproving from this, but I'm setting my foot down. He has to give that to me out of sentiment, not out of just like, here you go. No, it's not for nothing. Listen, there's trouble, there's hiccups in all romances, okay? I have to set my foot down, okay? I have to be like, no, I want this to be out of importance, not just because you give it to me. My warden wants to be treated properly, okay?
As you say.
Look, also this, Jawan's temptation. I was talking about this to somebody earlier, but, this is the final part to, like, resolve Jawan's quest overall. Brother Bison warns, the Maleficaran Jawan has lived free of custody, and is reported to be somewhere in the region, suspected as the poisoning of Arl Eamon. He may be planning further unnatural acts, and contact with him should be avoided. However, if any travelers of military skill are willing, I will personally reward the evaluation and remove any threats he poses. Maker show mercy if he's half the motor he's reported to be. Alright, let's do that, and let's go deal with that immediately. What would Cristoff do? This guy is taking a beating. Hey, leave him alone. Hey, Jawan.
You! It's you again. Please don't do anything to me. I've only been trying to help.
Don't be scaring good Master Laven. He saved us 3 times over.
Say your current curse, Levin. Redemption suits you.
Thank you, Warden. I will, I swear to you. Everyone, let's move. The Warden has more important matters to attend to.
Warden?
This is very cute though. Like, after everything has happened, I know things didn't turn out well and all the things that happened at the very beginning, but it's you know, it's like a good way to just be, you know, settle things, I guess, after what happened at the very beginning.
I'm wondering something.
Oh, here we go.
I'd like to know your thoughts about some of our traveling companions. Do you mind if I ask?
Time for a juicy gossip, I take it.
I've got this nefarious plan to go around to each of them and secretly tell them all the nasty things you said. That way they'll mutiny and I shall become the group leader.
Very cute. So you know I'm laughing at you, not with you.
Ouch, now I'm wounded. Look at me, bleeding all over the place. You're just not very nice, are you? Seriously though, I'm only curious. I've had enough time to form my own opinions, and I just want to see if yours are any different.
Alright, sounds like fun. Ask away.
How about Ogren? You must have an opinion on the smell, at the very least.
He's a bit much, isn't he?
Well, let's just say that I'm not so surprised he's not married any longer. How he lifts his sword is a bit of a mystery. Though I suppose the point is that he does lift it. And so long as we can point him in the right direction, he charges too. He has gusto, I'll give him that. Zevran, the elf. You can't trust him, can you? Do you believe his so-called vow?
Why? Are you jealous?
Well, no. Not really. Of course not. It's still a serious question. Do you believe him or not?
Alistair, you're jealous of me having a relationship with them. Come on. We were also rough of Alistair being bi. It should have been. All of them should have been. Morrigan included too. Yes, I actually do. I do trust him.
Why? That's a lot of trust to put in someone who tried to kill you.
You and I have a connection.
Yes, the rest of us have noticed that. What about Sten? The way he looks at me with those eyes. Creepy. And he's so quiet for someone so big.
There's no reason to be frightened of Sten.
I know. The more I talk to him, the more it seems like his philosophy is not so vile as the Chantry describes it. It's an odd thing to think. And yet, he killed all those people. He doesn't even deny it. Doesn't that bother you?
He seems to regret what he did.
I'm not so sure that his regret means the same as it would for us. The Kunari sense of honor is a bit hard to grasp. For me, anyway. What about Liliana? Is she crazy? Or do you really believe in her vision?
No, I do believe that maybe she believes in her vision. Or actually, I'll probably say it could be true. Who's to say it isn't?
Maybe you're right. It's not as if she could have known that we needed help so desperately after all. Yet, there she was. I don't know what to make of her. If you look at her when she doesn't see you, she just looks so sad. I almost feel guilty taking her away from her life.
I mean, it was her choice to come here with us.
Yes, I know. Still, I feel bad.
She just has a little baggage.
Morrigan, do you trust her? Think about it. Maybe Flemeth sent her with us for some other reason than she said.
You don't really like each other, do you?
Well, aside from the fact that she's a complete and utter bitch.
Wow.
No, I don't like her at all. Why?
Alistair. I like her just fine.
Great. I am thrilled beyond words. Now, really. Enough. I think my curiosity is sated. Let's get back to it, shall we?
She is my bestie. Excuse you, Alistair. I won't take anything. I won't take any of that kind of talk against her. Uncanonize that moment, yes. Honestly, I want to discuss some. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Our farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are.
Is there anything you like about Ferelden?
There is interesting food here. You have a thing. It doesn't have a word in the Kunari tongue. Little baked things like bread, but sweet and crumbly.
Cookies?
Yes. We have no such things in our lands. This should be remedied.
I'll keep that in mind.
Shall we move on?
Don't the Kunari ever want to change their lot in life?
What does that accomplish? The farmer who buys a shop is never a merchant. He is always a farmer turned merchant. He carries his old life with him as a turtle carries its shell.
The Sten mod is so hot, it gives him the Kunari look. Yes, it gives him pretty much... I have like I forget what's it called. It's a very popular mod. It's like one of the top mods that people recommend for Dragon Age. But it's a mod that pretty much gives all the Kunaris in Origins their Dragon Age 2 look. So that's why, that's why he has this. He looks more like an actual Kunari, you know. In in Origins Vanilla, he just looks like a tall human. It's so weird, but yeah, I do agree. I like this look on Sten. But that makes the turtle stronger.
Does it? It's also his weakness. If he stumbles and falls over, it pins him on his back. It is better to armor yourself with no more than what you need. One life, one duty.
Yeah, he's a little bit uncanny vanilla. You don't think happiness is important?
You can learn to find it in doing your duty, in serving your people. There is no need to search for it. Shall we move on?
You sound a bit homesick.
Perhaps. It's strange to be in a crowd and hear a language that is not your own. To see faces that are and aren't like yours. I miss the smells of Zeheron. Tea and incense and the sea. Ferelden smells of wet dogs.
Y'all say that. Dogs don't smell that bad.
Skunks don't mind the smell of other skunks either. Shall we move on?
Oh, okay, I can't be mad because he actually got me good there. Let's go.
As you wish.
I am yours.
I want to discuss something personal.
Again? I'm game.
Care to join me in my tent?
No. I mean, no offense. I simply... no.
Is something wrong?
I do not wish to talk about it.
Are you sure? You look like you do want to talk about it.
Enough! I said I am not interested. Can you not understand that? There are other things for you to focus on besides me, I am certain. Do those.
The angst. The angst of the romance is happening. Alright, we're gonna invite Huey this time. Yeah, we have to play like 200 hours worth of games. Especially because Origins 2 and then Inquisition. I know Inquisition and cave into some of the quests.
I am yours.
I want to discuss something personal.
Again? I'm game.
You seem different now.
I thought that this might be it. Are you certain you wish to talk about this? I really do not know what to say.
Are you having second thoughts about us?
No, this... I'm acting like a child, I realize. I apologize. Let me try to explain. An assassin must learn to forget about sentiment. It is dangerous. You take your pleasures where you can, when life is good. To expect anything more would be reckless. I thought it was the same between us. Something to enjoy, a pleasant diversion, and little more. And yet...
Are you saying you're in love with me?
I don't know. How would you know such a thing? I grew up amongst those who sold the illusion of love, and then I was trained to make my heart cold in favor of the kill. Everything I have been taught says what I feel is wrong. Yet, I cannot help it. Since you asked me into your tent, I have been nothing but confused. Do you understand me at all?
I guess I'm no wiser than you in that area, Zevran.
All I need to know is if there might be some future for us. Some possibility of... I do not know what.
I don't know, but I know how I feel about you, so I guess that would be saying that... That would be reaffirming that... Him saying that he does love him.
I still have the earring. I would like to give it to you as a token of affection. Will you take it?
I will.
Then that is enough for me. I am sorry for acting so strangely. I think I will be better now. Much better.
That is so cute. Zevran's token of affection. Zevran earring. That is so cute. Yeah, gay. They're gay for each other. And you know what we're gonna do? We're putting on the earring. Hey, Win. Do you have anything to say?
What's on your mind?
Have you changed your mind about me and Zevran?
I have watched you for a time, and perhaps I was wrong. There seems to be something special between the two of you. His demeanor changes when he's with you. There is a tenderness to his gaze I'd never seen till now.
Are you trying to apologize for what you said?
I think I was too harsh in my judgment before, and I am sorry.
I guess you wanted the best for both of us.
What you have may not last forever. Death and duty may part you, but love's worthiness is not diminished because of that. I should have seen this before. Instead, you learn to cherish every precious moment that you spend together, knowing that it may be the last. And for those of us watching, well, it brings warmth to these old bones to know that something so beautiful can be found in the midst of chaos and strife.
What did she say? Yeah, Queen's she's the queen hater of battle romance. Pretty much, she approaches you and tells you that you should be more formal about your relationships, as you should probably not get involved with somebody, given that you're like a Grey Warden. So, and then she puts you in like in a position like, what if something bad happens? Like, what if you're put in a position where you have to give them up? You have to be more smarter about that. Like, she pretty much kind of just pushing you to end the relationship with them. And it doesn't only do it with Zevran, she does it with whoever you're romancing. I know what you are. Yeah.